He said he's got a 50p mortgage. I said, why 50p? He said, something to do with credit. I said, alright, cool. I don't get it, but whatever you say. Alright, welcome to a new episode featuring myself, Chinks, Wes. Hope you like this one. Please like, share, subscribe. Oh, we're on like 17,000 or something. I don't even know.
Yeah, like
stop looking, so I can't even guess where. But yeah, please like, share, subscribe, and keep pushing the channel. I hope you like this episode. End of the month, we've got the anniversary of NE254, 1 year anniversary. So we've got a party. Please make sure you come support. Peace. Today, someone emailed me in regards to booking the venue and asked, is there any way you're willing to do a certain amount for 10 hours? You don't know me from nowhere, and they were asking for 5 bills off.
You gotta ask though, innit?
It's cheeky still.
Of course, but it's...
Do you go to Tesco and ask for like 5 bills off?
Sometimes. I ask her, could you like me? Can I have this for free? Sometimes. Depends. It works sometimes, you gotta try it.
Oh, cool.
What was the outcome? Pause. Oh.
Obviously you said no. Obviously.
Unfortunately.
Obviously you said no.
Yeah.
But does that piss you off, people asking for discount?
Yeah.
Even if they don't know you?
It does. Because even now, yeah, someone wants to book on the 12th, so that's what, 9 days time. And they just been going back and forth in emails for days, and they WhatsApp me a couple of days ago and they started going back and forth. But yeah, so does the venue come with plates and cutlery? No. We're in an event hire space. So yeah, could we get this time for free and that? I said no.
That's different.
Yeah, I'm like, the time you book is the time you pay for. So what? The bar spend, what? Could you remove the bar spend? No. How the hell am I going to make money? So if let's say now you book at this time to this time, I put 2 staff working. If it's a bigger event now, I might put security 1 or 2. So now, let's say everyone's getting paid this amount per hour and you book this amount per hour. By the time I've paid everyone, there's only like £20 left hourly. Then now I need to put that towards my rent. You get what I'm saying? So I wouldn't even put that towards stock. So stock is coming out of what might be left over, trickle over time from other people's bar spend. You get what I'm saying? So now I buy stock off that, then I sell alcohol, sell drinks, then I make my percentage from that. But they don't take this into thing. They think I'm running a charity business. So, so you can't do it. And they start being cheeky, and I think to myself, in real life, if this wasn't my business, you would never, ever talk to me like this. You get what I'm saying?
That's different though.
Well, you have to be, have to be proper polite, because yeah, because the customer's always right.
Well, no, they're not. Everybody knows that's wrong.
Yeah. Everyone knows that's wrong, but
that's just what the businesses tell you to make you come in the shop.
Yeah, but the problem is now, due to socials and stuff like Google and all these review sites, you have to always be polite. You always have to be polite, because people are more likely to go leave a bad review than a good review.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So they're spiteful and try to mess up people's businesses. So it's like, I'm just straight. I'm
reading the business.
I just say to people that just look at the FAQs. The FAQs say this and it says that, and I'm not changing or bending nothing.
It's Chiso as well, bro. Like, he makes the rules. It's his rules, bro.
Bro, I done 2 lines.
It's his rules, bro.
Bro, I done 2 lines.
We're at Old Trafford, bro.
Bro,
like,
I done 2 lines.
You're Howard Webb, bro. You're just making it up as you go.
You know what 2 lines means?
Yeah, penalty, mate.
Bro, 2 lines.
You're just making it up, but
2 lines. So 2 lines. Yeah, I'm not for no one.
We can have a normal conversation, we can just ignore the pause thing and just
No, but it's
just the fact that you make up your own because we're not even laughing at the fact that you said something mad. It's the fact that you make up your own shit. Like, it's only a pause if you say it's a pause. Like,
I know it's a pause, that's why I did that.
It's only a red card if Chisel says so.
2 lines.
It's no VAR.
That was a signal. You're smart enough. If you see me do this in front of the screen, you know what that means. I just don't want to say the word.
You're the boss, man. I just work here, man. Whatever you say, bro.
Yeah.
That's what I've kind of learned
50% of the channel, you know.
That's what I've learned from being here with you lot though, and talking to like you and Gabriel. Like I think it's the biggest mistake. Like you see like how you have to digress and conversate with people.
Yeah.
I don't do that. I have someone who speaks to people because I don't have the patience, I don't have the tolerance, and I don't have the, what's the word? Is it decorum? I'm not mature enough. I'm not calm enough to have someone be cheeky with me and still conduct a respectable conversation, because I get aggressive rather quickly and I have a big problem of feeling disrespected and I end up wanting to fight you. So I remove myself from that, like the customer service part of the business. I remove myself from it because I don't have the patience for it. Like when I was just here, someone phoned me, when we were doing the vlog, someone phoned me. We got a clearance in Brixton we meant to do, yeah. If we do it, we quoted them £1,100, yeah. Since we've done it now, they've phoned us about, this is, we're in April now, so I think about early March is when they first contacted me now, yeah. I've let them speak to the guy who does the talking and stuff like that. He spoke to the first of all, it's the mum's house, there's 4 siblings. The mum's, I think she's still in the house or died, I don't know, rest in peace if she has. So spoke to the oldest sister who initially called. Then she said she's gonna have to, spoke to the younger sister first. She said she has to speak to her older sister. So then, boom, now the guy spoken to her, spoken to the older sister, gone to go check the stuff, the brother's there. Now he's spoken to the brother, the 2 sisters, now there's a brother. So he's had 4 conversations with 4 people from the beginning of March to now April. And the job still isn't booked in. And I'm not going to give you that, so that's money I would have thrown away because I don't have the patience.
How do you lot charge? Do you charge per hour or per route size?
It depends. Like it depends what it is. It depends where it is.
Yeah.
There's loads of stuff. Like I wish it was that easy, but because like, say for example, paint tins and mattresses, landfill sites don't take them without extra cost in it. So if you've got a mattress alone, that's £80. Because what? Like, do you get what I'm saying? Paint tins, they don't take them, so I got
that's why people wait till the middle of the night and take it down the road.
Literally, gas.
Bro, the amount of times I see mattresses on the end of the road, I'm just like, you fly tippers.
No, but it's expensive, bro. Even the council charge you that much. And what I've learned from being here, that faceless business. I don't have no business. I don't own no business. I don't work for no business. I own anything that you ever see attribute to me is not mine. Don't ask me for no homeboy rate. I don't do mates rates. I don't work for my friends because they always want to take the piss. They always want to cut corners when they have to pay someone else. So I don't own I don't own no business. If you phone any business you think I'm associated with, you're getting regular business rates. I don't do none of that. I don't do no favors. I don't own nothing. I'm a law-abiding citizen. I go to work. I use my national insurance number. I'm not into it because it's just frustrating. It's the worst, bro. It's like the lengths you have to go through to just get this money from people. It's like it's not even worth it sometimes.
It's not worth it. Like
it's really not worth it.
Even with the person who wants to book, asking for this and that, just bare favors. The problem is, you see, like unless it's someone that I'm proper close to, I just know that people who ask for too much, they're always going to complain about something. Like I've got 2 types of people who book the venue. The ones who always, they want a discount on this, they want a discount on that, they always want.
It's never what they say it is. It's never what it says on the tin.
Yeah, like then you got the others who, how much is it? Blah blah blah. Alright, cool. Send.
They're usually strangers though, ain't they?
Yeah,
like the strangers are like that. But people I know is.
But the people, not even people I know. The people I know, they're friends. Thingy said you could. No, I'm not your friend. I'm not your friend.
I'd rather.
And my real friends know not to do something like that. So it was like, stick to the, But I know what it is because my venue's very IG aesthetic. So instantly, everyone thinks they could rush in there and do DBDB events. They just want to look good on camera, but they don't want to pay the price for.
So can you afford it though?
There you go. Like it's not a must that you must do an event, a birthday, or you get what I'm saying, or anything like that. But people are forcing things just so that they've got Instagram to just have to.
They got move. You know when like they got move your sofa money. Just move your sofa and do it in your front room, bro. Like, do you know what I mean? We're not doing reputable business with move your sofa money.
That's amazing.
Yeah, bro. It's just,
That's the best thing.
Just move your sofa.
Yeah, move your sofa.
Just move your sofa and do it at home. Like, yeah, just flight it. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Do whatever you got. Just leave me out of it, bro.
It's like even last year there was an event here where the dad, where he's come to book the venue, and he went to book like 4 hours for the daughter's birthday. And I said, alright, cool. Then randomly I asked, oh, has she ever done a birthday party before? He goes, yeah. I said, what was the most people that have been in the house? He said, about 30. I said, yeah, we're going to get that or less. He goes, no. She goes, it's going to be a big party. I said, bro, how many times has she done parties? And it's turned out the same.
It's a build up, innit?
He goes, the same. I said, bro, I've done parties, innit? I know how things, if they're gonna go into events, blow up.
Well done.
Yeah. So, perfect example, Matt's barbecue. He used to do a house party / barbecue. That it just
one day exploded.
It got too big. It had to become an event by itself. That's progression. But you've done house party every birthday, and you're getting 25, 30 people. And also another thing I asked, I said, the people who come, what is it, mostly family and guys or girls? He goes, mostly family and guys. I said, yeah, you're not getting more than 30. What happened? Birthday comes, the aunties have come and said, oh, you need to book early, like so that there's enough time so that we can put the lettering and balloons, which...
But that should be all within your 4 hours now. Or did you get to set up?
Yeah, no, which one are taking more than 30 minutes. But
does that 30 minutes come out of their 4 hours they booked?
Yeah, but she made him book more than 4. So she made him book from 8. Bro, they turned up to the venue at 11:45. And by
8 p.m.
8 p.m. to set up. And they were like, yeah, people come from then. They turned up at 11:45.
Basically near the end of the booking.
Yeah. And the booking was like 1:30, I think, 1:30 finish. Bro, there was less than 20 people. He wasted his money. He was vexed. And I pulled him to the side and I said, I told you so. He goes, yeah, you're right. I said, mate, like, they just made you just waste your money. Then I said, right, what's about to happen? He said, we're going back home to after party.
See,
I said, you should just move the sofa.
Should have just moved the sofa.
I'm like, it's like gambling. The house always wins.
Yeah.
So now, because I knew it wasn't going to be super busy, even though she was like, yeah, it's going to be ran. I only booked 2 staff and 1 security. No, 2 staff, 2 security. No,
what a waste.
But it was a waste of time. I was meant to book 3 staff and 3, you know what I mean? So I still lost money. But what I should have done was
money?
I should have done 2 and 1. You get what I'm saying? Then I could have pocketed more change, because it was a waste of my time. My staff were just standing around, just getting paid to do nothing. You get what I'm saying? So
I bet they was happy.
Huh?
I bet they was happy.
They was all happy.
You reckon though?
Yeah.
Doesn't that make time drag?
It does.
It does.
But they was all happy because they didn't even have to do much. Like, even cleaning wasn't long. It was just like, just a couple spillages, and you know what I mean? Went over it, mopped all the way, and that was it. But it was a waste of his time. But I told him, I said, from experience, this is going to be a waste of your day. But I said, it's the 21st, innit? And I guess, again, IG pictures.
Would you say it's the 21st?
Yeah, it was 21st birthday.
Oh,
but I guess again, IG pictures. What people don't realise, it's like a thing that even people who are popular doing parties, it's not guaranteed that people are going to turn up. Unfortunately, like even the other day, someone had a anniversary thing, and it was like 150 people. They as RSVP'd. I was like, you're gonna make food, yeah?
Sorry to cut you there. I've always figured, what does RSVP actually stand for?
It's French, and it's like Responde s'il vous plaît or some shit like that. I believe. I don't want some prick in the comments.
I never knew that.
I'm pretty sure it's that.
Like, the woman said, yeah, 150 people have RSVP'd. I said, 60 people or 70 is going to turn up.
Because it don't cost you no money to RSVP, does it?
Yeah. Then she goes, why? I said, 60 or 70 because it's not a party, but it's an anniversary. so it's not like a typical party. Then she goes, nah, but they've all confirmed. I said, yeah, 60 or 70. She goes, we've made food to cake for 150. I said 60 or 70. What happens? 60 or 70, come. The next day we were talking on the phone. I was like, oh, thank you for celebrating an event at my venue. I really appreciate it. She goes, oh, you're right. I said to her, I told you you should have aimed for 300 people. She said, why? I said, alright, from me doing parties here at my venue, if I do a free event, like the other day I did a free event and 360 people
got invited.
360 people RSVP'd. In my head, I said 90 people are turning up. What happened? 90 to 100. It's always like a third or a quarter. You get what I'm saying? So like, when you do these things over and over again, you start to clock human patterns. Because when people don't spend money, they're not obliged to turn up. But when you charge people 20, 30, 40 for a ticket, if you charge people 40 for a ticket, your rate's going to be jammed. It's mad. It's mad to think, but people always want to feel like they're paying for exclusivity.
But when you pay attention, innit? Like you pay money, you're interested, you're invested, you've got skin in the game, you know?
So they feel like it's more exclusive because there's a higher price point. But when it's free, they feel like any Tom, Dick and Harry is going to come. So it's not worth their time. But this is where the madness happens. When the price is higher, the same people are going to message you, Raw, why can't I come for free?
Just leave me alone.
Just leave me alone, man. So there's no wins. You try to do something for them for free, they're going to not come because it's free, because it's beneath them. They do something for them that cost premium, then they don't want to pay because they feel like I'm special, so I shouldn't pay.
Everyone wants to feel special.
Everyone wants to feel special.
Let's do some generalizations, yeah? Do you think that like culture and creed of people ties into how they are business-wise?
Yes.
Do you get what I mean?
Massively.
Like, because I'm not trying to seclude anyone out or be disrespectful, but my phone guy who does like the customer service for my business, he knows if certain people from a certain ethnicity call him, he don't even want to chat to them because he says it's a waste of time. Yeah. And 9 times out of 10 he's right.
He's right. Yeah.
I don't want to single anyone out.
Yeah. No, but let's do you know what I mean? It's call a kettle, innit? Like if you've been brought up a certain way around a certain type of people, and they have all consistently learned like from their parents, their grandfather, and so on, to be a certain type of way of money, and then that might stem to go back far enough. It's just like we didn't have money back then, so now that leads to how you are today because you just kind of picked up on the behavior of like your parents and your grandparents. Do you know what I mean?
I hear you, but I didn't grow up with no silver spoon. But I find it maybe it's a shame thing. I find it embarrassing haggling over price. It's probably a negative trait for me because I could probably get discount, but I can't.
You never ask for discount for anything ever.
Not genuinely. Like, do you know what I mean?
Maybe cheeky, yeah.
Cheekily,
yeah.
But I'm willing to pay the full amount. I'm only doing that if I'm willing to pay the full amount. If I have no, I'm not gonna waste your time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is reasonable. Let me see if I can skim off a blue note here or there. But like, do you know what I mean? Like, if it's something like even with his business, like with like people expect me to do stuff. Like someone, I went and done like family friend kind of work. And I only done it because he scratched my back, I scratched yours, pause, because he's a mechanic in it, so I might need him in the future. So I've gone to do a garden clearance for him. This guy's got about 40 bags of soil, 2 mashed up old tables, and about 8 chairs in his garden, innit? Take up about a quarter of my truck, innit? He's only giving me like 240, 250. To be honest, to empty my truck, the dump, I have to pay, innit? So that, depending on where you go, but that dump here, it could be like 2 bills to 240 for a ton. They're not taking nothing less than a ton. So I can't even get rid of what you're paying me to do this job.
You better go out and start planting and come and you better start growing trees and come and wear.
And I've seen the same thing we've been seeing. You tell someone like, oh listen, this is my expertise, this is what's gonna happen, and they still query you. So I did a job for someone, an old man, he was getting moved to a care home, but it's like a young lady looking after his house, and massive house, bare stuff that's got to get dashed away, more than a day's work. So we've gone and we've done 1 day's work, filled up our truck, filled it up to the brim, like till we can't no more. We've left. Supposed to go back the next day to do more, but she said, "No, don't worry about it. We're gonna sort it out." She's there for when we were there working. A builder across the road saw us doing the work. When we've left, he's gonna go spoke to her and said, "Yeah, look, whatever they've charged you, you can rent the truck for this money, and then you can get rid of it for this price, innit?" So he's gone and done the work the next day now. Yeah, near enough. It's Friday. We did Thursday. They've done Friday. They've got to be out the yard by Monday. The rental for the truck they've got was for 1 day, so they've got to bring it back. No, for 2 days, so they've got to bring it back either. No, they got to bring back the Friday, innit?
Yeah.
What they rented the truck, and the truck was about 3 bills for the day. They've gone to the local dump now, innit? So you know your council dump.
Yeah.
If you're a resident, they'll let you dump for free, innit?
Yeah.
So, but they've gone there, but they're in a tipper truck.
Yeah.
Everybody knows a tipper truck ain't residential stuff. That's business now.
Yeah.
So they've got to the gate with a full load of rubbish, expecting to go in for free. They've gone, no, this is business. Like, you've got a big truck full of stuff here. You've got a tipper truck. This is not residential. So now they're getting weighed, and the price they're getting quoted is a madness. Like, do you get what I'm saying? So you've got to pay the builder, you've got to pay the truck, and you've got to pay for the waste now. Now it's pushing 7 o'clock, and you have to get this truck back. And you want to phone me? For what? For a couple £100? You've shot yourself in the foot. Like,
It's too late to apologize.
Yeah, it's too late, bro. I gladly left you. I don't
Take
even
your
know.
L.
I don't even know what happened to you. I don't even know what happened to you.
L.
Take your L, man.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're trying to do people a favour and they just
A lot of people don't listen. That's why I stopped doing favors, because every time I've done favors for someone at the venue, apart from once, hold tight, DJ Germs. Big.
Germs or
Yeah.
Gems.
Yeah, Germs, Jermaine.
Bitch, you change that name, boy.
Big. You know, like he's had one of the best parties at the venue, and he's a younger guy, so it was his 23rd.
Oh, is it them same, the little group of kids that you said? Not kids, the younger lads.
23rd birthday, but their party was brilliant, man. They done well, and that's one time I've done a favour for someone, and it's gone brilliantly. You know what I mean? Normally, when there's a younger lot, I'm a bit skeptical. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know what issues they got, but they were so like every one of their friends was super polite. I was just like,
This don't even make sense.
yeah, like, you know, like a group of 150, 160 younger lot, but everyone,
There's no bad eggs there.
there's no bad eggs, not one. Like, everyone was super polite. The only bad habit they got that I was grilling them about, like where I felt like an uncle, was the smart whips. I was like, you don't need to stop, man. It's like, this is bad. Like, everyone was moving like outside. I was like, whoa, like, what is going on? Like, it's like a cult. Everyone does it, like, in that age group. But apart from that, everything else, they were so, even when they was drunk as hell, they were just mad polite. And I was just looking at them, I was like, after I phoned them the next day and was talking for like 40 minutes, and I said, you see like the circle you've got around you? I said, keep them tight. Because I said, you've got some good people around you that you're not all gonna grow together well, and you know what I mean, and be able to benefit each other and other things. Because it was just like a shock, because normally when you see like youths around that age, some of them are still on wanting to be bad, but these were just good time, just having fun. They were all dressed up, suited and booted. Everyone was just like, you know what I mean, on a proper.
How do you think they look at you? Because
they look at us as like grown.
I don't feel like that though,
bro. But we are. That's the thing. Even though we don't feel like it, we are. You know what it is? It's a difference. Our generation compared to prior. Like, if we was like, let's say like our elders who are like 20 years older than us, when they were like our age, they would have been sitting there suited and booted.
That's what I.
That's the difference between us and them. Then Wes would be behind the camera with some crocodile shoes on and bow tie, looking like he's selling.
I'm not you lot's age though.
Huh?
I'm not you lot's age.
No, you're not.
I don't see you lot as old though.
You're not.
But that's because
you
I know
what it
you.
is? Yeah, that's what it
It's
is.
different.
But you know what it is? Back in the day, by the time man them was 25, they were moving like they were 50.
Yeah.
Like, they were moving like the world's about to end and their retirement is tomorrow. Whereas our generation, we're in the car listening to Central C.
Do you know what I mean?
You get me?
I know what TikTok is. I got tracksuits.
Whereas our elders won't listen to the same music. They won't listen to no one younger back then. They felt they were above and beyond. You get what I'm saying? Whereas we've got the fine balance where we listen to the old man music that they listen to, but we still listen to.
I think you got more options now.
Yeah, we're
more
the blend between both. Yeah, where you see, like for instance, when the younger ones are telling us about when they went to see a girl or this happened and that, we can comprehend and take things in properly and understand where they're coming from. Whereas our parents' generation, all they used to do was just work, go home, and they were already, you get what I'm saying, stuck in their kind of patterns where you won't hear like, I said like my auntie and uncle when they came, you won't hear none of their friends saying, oh yeah, I'm going on a date today. It wasn't normal. They just literally just worked, came home, sat down. Their whole life was based around us.
Yeah, I was gonna say, my mum just looked after us.
Their whole life was literally based around us, whereas us, we've got.
Do you not feel like life was better back then? Like, so for you lot as kids and them lot as adults, do you not feel like the world just operated in a better way? I feel like the world's more free now. Like, I don't think freedom's a good thing.
No. The part about kids, where I'll say it was better for us, was building our social skills. Because a lot of us used to have like play centres, parks we used to hang at. So like during the summer, I'll go like Max Roach, I'll go Slade Gardens.
Where's Max Roach again?
So Max Roach is the one on Brixton Road, across from so like you got Morley's and you're going towards Oval.
Yeah.
Then that first park there,
Max Roach Park.
Yeah. Then they had their play centre behind. So I'll go Max Roach. I would play with all my friends from like Sisulu Place and that part. Then I might go like Slade Gardens and hang with my Stockholm friends. You get what I'm saying? Then I'll go Paul Ross, where's my bit, and stay in my area. Then I'll go Ferndale. So you're mixing with kids from all around. Now, fast forward when it was like Jaheim and them like, bro, they was just at home on the computer talking in headsets. And I just used to be like,
but they're chatting to men from all over though, I suppose.
Yeah, but more time they're chatting to their school friends, but you'd never see, like during the 6 weeks, I'd barely ever see them hanging around with each other. There's only once where Jaheim was playing basketball in the court down the road against a kid who was a year above. Then then they started trying to talk rubbish. Then I just literally destroyed them for a straight hour. I felt like a bully, bro. Because he was 12 and the other kid was 13 and they thought they thought they were.
You are a bully.
They thought they were that good. But yeah, apart from that, that's the only time I'd ever seen them in the park. And as kids, the park in our area used to be rammed all the time, full of bare of us, you know what I mean? Everyone just playing, like day to night. We used to get kicked out the park by 7.
Don't we sound like, back in my day?
Yeah, no, we
don't.
But now, when you go down there, you don't really see much kids as before, apart from during the summertime. Now you start to see like the new gentrified Brixton where they will go with their parents and everyone, you know what I mean? But there was a gap. There was an era where there was no one in the park and you just thought to yourself, you are just wasting these facilities. Whereas when we were younger, they used to force us to go home because we just wanted to play all day.
Yeah, you sound old.
Huh?
You sound like, if we were back in my day, I would have really enjoyed this court. This would have been, I would have loved to have this with the nets and everything. You kids are lucky and you don't use it.
Is it really better though? Like, because as stuff progresses, it's supposed to get better. Like the accessibility to so much we have now. Obviously, the time is sensitive to you, and it. So whatever age, like
era.
Yeah, like certain ages you are, those ages are like extremely valuable. So you cherish them. So everything during that period you uplift. So there's going to be a 16 to 18 year old who's going to say in 30 years, I might die. Like, do you know what I mean?
You know what is it? Even with that, it's partly our fault here where, let's say like, the kids after us, where like Jaheim for instance, we're too scared of if they go down the court.
Yeah, we are.
We're shook that if they go down the road, someone might kidnap them, or, you know, like, because of everything we've seen in the news. But we should go down the road with them and just sit down on the bench and just be on our phone while they're playing. but we can't be bothered because we're like, oh, we're tired from work. You know what I mean?
Here's a point.
We're moving like old people, whereas we should be there, like encouraging them and being with them while they're having fun. And we could just be just on our phone and just sipping a drink. But I can't be bothered.
But ain't that subconsciously like letting them know it? By you having to be there, ain't that subconsciously letting them know it's not safe and I don't trust you?
No, it is, but at the same time, like, you know, like, alright, them things probably happened back in the day because due to, I'll say, like, you see, like, the media, when the media pushes something, it becomes worse. So, like, if the media is pushing,
hair's worse.
Yeah, no. Let's say, like, if the media is pushing a narrative of, alright, there's serial killers. Now, there's someone who might be watching and has potential to be a serial killer, and he's thinking, rah, I could go do the same thing. You get what I'm saying? So
that's a sick individual.
No, but that's the.
He was gonna be that nigga anyway.
No, he was going to be that guy. But now they've pushed the button. They pushed the button to accelerate. You get what I'm saying?
Of all the things.
They've pushed the button to accelerate. They've pushed the button to accelerate the madness. So it's the same thing with knife crime and all of this. It used to happen when we was kids.
Yeah, of course.
All the time. But we never had the fear of, I can't even go down the road because if I go up the road I might get bored up. We never used to think like that. But the way it's in the media all the time now, you would think that it never used to happen back in the day. You get what I'm saying?
Going back to what you were saying about how like you could go to the park with your kids and just chill or whatever, you know, but you can't because you're tired from work. Do you think that like, not hustle culture, but do you think like working like a 7-day week is normal now? Or like having, like you do your 9 to 5 but then you have like your 6 till 10 afterwards. Do you think that's normal? Because of how things are like with the economy and money and all that shit.
The economy, and I saw something today and someone posted that living in the UK dream is a trap. They said you're sold a dream that you have to go to uni for 3 years, then you come out, then you're left in debt with student loan and that, then you're meant to have a nice car, then you're left in debt because your car's fed to 40 grand, then now you're meant to have a house, and the average house might be, if you're living in London, like main London, might be like 400k for a 1 bedroom, whereas on the outskirts, you get what I'm saying? But all these things is just constantly putting you in different levels of debt constantly. So by the time you finish paying off everything and it's well balanced in our generation, you might be like 60, 70, you get what I'm saying? Whereas previous generations, a lot of their things were, like my neighbour, he's what, 58? He said he's got a 50p mortgage. I said, why 50p? He said, something to do with credit. I said, alright, cool, I don't get it, but whatever you say. And his car, the only reason why he changed car was because of bloody Sadiq Khan and the ULEZ thing. He bought his house cash and he bought his car cash back in like 96, 97. Then because of Sadiq, he took that car, left it, I think originally his parents, because they don't live in London, and took his dad's car.
Yeah, I think you said his parents got money anyway.
Yeah, his parents got money anyway, but they've all got their house as well. They're in the 90s.
But for a normal person though, so just a normal random DJ Germs Jermaine, just from ends, like is it normal to work 7 days? Is that what?
It's not normal. It's not
because
normal. I think it's very easy to earn a living.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like what they've done, I think, is, you know, like a classroom, there's 5 stupid and 5 smart. So to stop, they hold back the like the 5 smart to not leave everybody else behind. So I think the world is like that. There's 5 people who are going to get there, 5 people who ain't, and the rest are in the middle, innit? So they kind of balance it out. So you can kind of earn a living here, really and truly. You just have to live within your means. Like, do you get what I mean? Because like what you said, the student loan, that's optional. So you've taken that burden on. That's a choice you've made. To finance a car, that's optional. You've taken that burden on. Like, do you know what I mean? If you want to own a house, you're gonna have to put some money down.
Money. Yeah.
Fucking run like the rest of us. Like, do you know what I mean? So those things are all optional. If you want more, so you see what? It's not normal, but the people who do that want to be above average. So that's why you have to do stuff that the average don't do in order to have more than them. Like, do you get what I mean? Because it's all, we can sit there and we can do that thing like it's half empty, but there's someone in a war-torn country that will rip your toes off to have the opportunities we have here, and we're here moaning about it.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean?
I think like, even going back to what you're saying now, like, you know, like sometimes people message me like that and say, oh, you work too hard, like, especially like how I mash on my back, and I said to them, 2 lines. I said to them, you are stuck in just a predominantly Western mentality, innit? I moved here when I was 11. So, because I remember a lot of my life before moving here, I don't take things for granted. You know what I'm saying? Where we could be chilling right now talking and the light just goes off. So a man might be watching an episode of Dragon Ball Z and it's on like episode 10, but for the next 2 months the light's gonna go off at 4 p.m. So I've missed, you get what I'm saying, 2 months worth of series.
Back home or here?
This is back home.
Okay.
Then, because the electric ain't working now, I'm like, oh, alright, let me go find some kerosene, put the little coal stove and boil water in pots to go fill up in my bucket so that I could go bath. You get what I'm saying?
You know what's funny? Yeah,
All these little things.
Because you know what's funny? You see, the other day you was talking about the tap working.
Yeah.
And you know what? I've grown up, and sometimes we don't have gas.
Yeah.
Or we'd have an issue with our gas.
Yeah.
I remember having to boil the kettle.
Yeah.
For the bath. I don't know, man. So far from there, that didn't even cross my mind.
Yeah.
Because that was a issue man had to deal with as a child. I would have just fill up the kettle to the point where, and just fill up the bath, and I had to use the cold tap to balance it out. But man's so past that, and so that didn't even enter man's mind.
That's why when Wes was complaining about the curtain earlier, I was just laughing.
Yeah, but
thinking, like, this is a proper first one.
I've grown up in a house like that, and it's like, I get it, but I'm not there anymore, so I
feel you.
I can't attach myself to them memories and always be mentally in the struggle.
No, I feel you. When the things happen to me now, I just laugh. I just say, right, you know.
That's what I did. I laughed, but like,
I'll tell you even the funniest one. Yeah, I always tease my cousins about this one. So my cousin's first house here, when they lived in the village here, they didn't have a proper toilet. So I remember, like, as a kid,
crazy having a man
I remember as a kid now, I'm like probably like 3 years old, and this is how I know that my memory's strong, because like little things that pissed me off
that you remember forever.
I still remember forever.
I don't know why.
So I must have been like 3 years old, like, and I went to go to the toilet, and they said, oh yeah, you have to go to the back. I said, oh, the back is just the back of the house. I said, right over there.
Bro, you have to go outside.
Bro, there's a fucking pit in the floor, and man, I had to do this.
That's slammed on millionaire business.
I was just like,
That's
oh
crazy.
my god.
Man,
So, because I grew up in a house in the city, like, this was a shock to me as a little kid. But I can remember I must have been probably like 3 or 4 years old at the time, because that was one of my first memories of village. Because I might have gone before that, but I was a baby in it, so I remember. But that was my one proper memory where I was just in shock, like, right, this is what you man do here as a baby.
This just reminded me.
You get me? I remember sitting in a party and sitting in a normal toilet, and now I'm hovering. So like, that shit was funny to me. Then they moved, and their new house it was proper. Like, it was like you know when someone pushed the upgrade button, I was like, rah, these niggas in the future. But it's all these little things. Like, also, like, I'll give you another example. So like, we never had a boiler. So man there's a thing called a ring coil. So I used to plug in a ring coil into the electric and put it in a bucket.
Oh yeah, that's what they use on like camper vans. And
So I used to
it's like a metal thing.
Yeah.
And then it's literally like electricity. They remix that in jail to cook or something like that. Yeah, they take the wire and pull it.
So I used to put the coil inside the water, then I'll just be tapping my hand, and the moment it's hot, take it out, then go bath. So all these little things, like, you know, like when I first come here, a man had like a proper bubble bath in the bathroom. I was like, rah, this is luxury. Bro, you think I could do that in Nigeria?
You know what's funny?
You think I could have a bubble bath? My mom would you're wasting water.
I remember a girl I used to deal with, a Nigerian girl,
Yeah.
and she had like in her bath,
Yeah.
she had like this big tub thing. She always had it in there.
Yeah.
And I was like, what's this for? It's like, yeah, bath in it.
But yeah, bucket bath.
Like she had a bath.
Yeah,
But
bucket bath.
They just use it. I just thought like that.
That's how I used to bath as a kid, bucket bath. Then you had also, sometimes, we had a well in one of the houses where we lived. So a man would go and put a rope and attach it to a bucket, throw it down, fetch water, fill up your proper bucket. Then, because well water is not super clean. There's a thing. There's a thing called alum. You throw it and it makes all the dirt sink to the bottom. Then you scoop that and put it.
What's that? A tablet? The alum?
It's like a stone kind of thing. Like I don't know what it's made from.
Well, you got to, like, do you find the stone or you have to get it yourself? Like, or is it just available?
You buy it.
Okay.
So you throw it and it sinks all the dirt to the bottom. Then you scoop that out and just all these things. Just that you found ways to adapt. You know what I mean? If the light went off, some people put the generator on. But in the night time, you don't even want to be having the generator going while everyone's trying to sleep. You know what I mean? Then there was times where I remember, like, me and my neighbours, like, I had a habit of, I like sleeping on the mat instead of my bed. So I used to...
It's actually better for you.
Yeah, I used to lie on mat and I would just literally just lie down on the mat time to time. So there was times where me and my neighbours, we would go up on the roof. So where we lived, because the landlord took time to build the second floor, it was like, so let's say the roof was fenced up onto about here. So as kids, we'd just be looking over the roof. So we would be up on the roof playing football and all that. Sometimes you kick it and it will go to the next street behind. But the next street, you have to go, bro, like a whole, like it was
cross
like
country.
a 10-minute walk around.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What do you mean the landlord took time to build the second floor? Like you was in like an incomplete
so
block
like,
or
probably,
building?
Yeah, so probably the ground floor was built, our floor was built. But for like 5 years, the second floor wasn't built because they didn't have the money. Like money.
No, I hear it, but like I don't know over here. I don't know if it happens. I've never seen it.
It's
but
not
like, I don't.
safety.
I know, but like I wouldn't imagine. So let's say that block in Croydon, the big purple one.
Yeah.
I wouldn't imagine like you got 3 floors and they're still building the other where people live.
It's your yard. Think about it. You built your yard. You built your basement. And living
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to
building the stuff on top.
Yeah.
Because I remember in Jamaica, there's a guy who used to drive my grandma around. He was a builder. But his house weren't complete. Like he had like a room. And then like you could see where like what was gonna happen with the rest of it, but you walk too far this way, you're back outside. Like literally, his yard weren't built, bro. It weren't finished built, and he was living in that. Like, you have zinc top. Like in Jamaica, they have zinc top.
They have some houses that have zinc top, but that house wasn't zinc top.
What's that?
Like so, you know, like zinc is like that metal that goes like that.
Yeah.
It's like a sheet,
Yeah,
innit?
it's like a sheet.
So like you
metal,
be driving in yard through country and you look down, it'll be zinc top. So a man will have like bricks built up around his house, like
some houses,
TV bed.
Yeah,
but
some
then you see
houses
like
have
solid blocks, like breeze blocks, holding the zinc.
Yeah,
it's not built into it. It's
it's
resting
not
on it.
Yeah.
Like, so if breeze is too strong, your roof gone. Like literally, bro. So man will start being a lot more grateful.
Bro, you have to, bro.
Literally,
like you see,
bro.
like certain times here when I want to complain about certain things here, I just remember all these things that man has lived through. Where like I remember there was times where
I hear it.
For instance,
He's not hearing it.
I get it.
On your windows, you need on the outside of your window, you need a mosquito net, so you can't even open your window like this. Like little things like that. Man could open my windows fully here, bro. Go sleep without a net in it, or
it's
without.
fucked, man.
There's these.
But
there's these coil things. These coil things you light up that detracts them. So sometimes when I used to sleep on the roof, I used to light there. Like me and my neighbours, all of us, man, would just lay our mats out and we just like be looking up into the stars and we just conk out. Then the coil thing would prevent the
it's like a smell or something.
It prevents the mosquitoes from coming and biting us. But all these little things here, it's like whenever I go back and I come back here, bro, I'm super grateful. But I'm just like, mate, like man is so advanced that I'll give you an example. 2019, yeah, man's going to a house in the village now. Then 2-2s. The road is so damaged. The pothole is like a swimming pool. My man says, I'm gonna have to go out of Imo and go round
just to avoid that.
Just to avoid that, because there wasn't no in between roads. Let's go because he didn't know the village like that. He was like, I'm gonna have to go 30 minutes round to Port Harcourt and come back. I was like, right, that's gonna cost me bare peas. I said, bro, bus this left, go down. He's like, how do you remember where you're going? I said, I don't know, but I just know because I used to run around with the village kids, and there was one time during when I was a kid, I got sent back there for like 6 weeks.
Oh, bad breed chiz.
No. Okay. I wanted to go.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I wanted to go. I wanted to go to chill with my grandma because my mum had to work all the time in it, so I knew I was gonna spend time with my mum. So I was just like, rah, I might as well go village, and I knew that's how I learned to understand my language even more. You get what I'm saying? So my mum was like, do you want to go? I was like, yeah, I have fun in the village. And I do. I have way more fun in the village as a kid before all the crime started and all of that. Like, I'll just be running around reckless, chasing chickens and all of that with the kids and playing with fireworks. So I've just told him, boss, here, go there, And he's like, how do you remember? I said, you know what? There's a water tank that's high up in the village. But that was like my marker point as a kid. That as long as I could see this, I know it's near the house. You get what I'm saying? So that's what we used to follow. So we've gone through them. Like, because I didn't have a SIM card when we got there. My mum's like, "Rah, you found your way." I said, "Yeah, there was a big thing here, and we'd have had to go all the way around to get here, which would have taken 30 minutes." But I just kind of knew, just based on one landmark, if that thing was gone, I would have had no clue where I was. Yeah.
You know what's funny? I remember I was at my grandma's in yard, and it's like middle of the day, and I'm pouring water into a cup, and the water just stopped.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, what's going on? Like, there's no more water, grandma. She's like, yeah, it's this time they turn off the water. I'm like, what do you mean they turn off the water? She's like, yeah, you only get water until a certain point. After that, you need a tank. If you ain't got a tank, you ain't got no water. So now she's got to turn on the switch so we can get water from the tank. And the tank's just a big plastic thing on the roof.
Yeah.
Just pour water. I was like, bro, they turn off the water. I was like, what's going on there? And you're not even broke.
Yeah.
Like, they got a nice house, they've worked here, sent back there, and I'm just like, bro, like, man have to start. Like, man's here complaining about nonsense,
Bro, I remember one time, a few years ago, the light on this road went off for like 20 minutes and we was all kicking off.
There you go. Right, cool. This is what I've been waiting. I've been waiting for this. I was waiting for this.
You know how funny that is? I was looking at my phone and I was like, "Rah, I can't even charge my phone." Then I remembered I had a power bank. I plugged it in, and I was like, I was just sitting in bed. And I was just like watching video, and I was like, you know what? I'm there complaining about 20 minutes of no electric because I thought it would last longer. But I'm thinking to myself,
that's what I'm saying, because
I'm thinking to myself, most of my life before 11 years old was spent in the darkness.
But none of that matters.
It's
basically Bane.
I was Bane.
Yeah.
I was Bane. I was raised in it. I was raised in the darkness.
like other than like, so memories and stuff are good and everything, but like the things that you've kind of brought with you to the present, the skills that you've got. So like I don't know, like for example, like you've lived the struggle with the electric coil and stuff like that. Yeah. So if the world was to go back into darkness, you could do that, for example.
Yeah.
So like, you've got skills and you've got like that mentality, the perseverance to do the gym and to do all the things you do and work the hours. But when the electric goes off for 20 minutes, you're furious, bro.
Bro, I was furious.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
that's why I said first world problems.
The present is the only time that exists.
Like, man has become very, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Very
weak is the word weak. What is it?
It's
weak, isn't it? Man's feeble in comparison to what we were. Like,
bro, even the issue with the tap thing. I'm there messaging my landlord and I'm like thinking to myself,
like some bitch.
Like, to myself, like, bro, like the shower is working, but I want to soak in the bath. then I remembered, man went the early years of my life without ever soaking in the bath. Here's the joke. Even when I moved over here and I was living at home, I never used to really have baths. Just shower.
Yeah, but you've acclimatized now. You've acclimatized now.
Shower.
It happens with boxers where, like, for example, so let's say you start off as an amateur and you're hungry, like you want to win in it. Do you know what I mean? But you get your first check, you're like, all right, this is decent, and then you might win a belt or two, and then they call it waking up on silk sheets because you don't need to fight no more.
You don't have the hunger.
You don't need to fight no more, and that's when you get knocked out.
Yeah.
Your career finished after that. You're not the same.
See, it's even down to little things where when man's going to, like, let's say like Central, I could catch the bus to Croydon and catch a train. But bro,
I don't want to.
I've never done that. I've never been on a bus in this area.
I don't blame you.
I don't even know where the buses go.
I don't blame you, bro.
And the other day I was deep in it and I was saying to myself, "Rah, I remember I was training one youth and it was like, yeah, I used to every time I used to come here, he used to leave out 30 minutes early, then he walk 30 minutes to get here." And I was thinking to myself,
that's impossible.
Huh?
That's impossible for me.
Yeah.
Like 30 minutes ain't walking distance for me. That's impossible.
And I was thinking to myself, the joke thing is the walking distance it ain't even from here to East Croydon, what?
Bro,
20, 30?
My body ain't built like that,
Yeah,
bro.
it's not far, but
it's not far, but it's not easy.
No one's walking there
It's
if you've
not
got other
direct.
options.
And when
We got Uber now. I'd rather pay £12.
I said, "Rah," I said, big you up, boy. Because
I ain't built like that.
Because me, I know I'm not built like that. I always train there, and sometimes when I'm there and I'm impatient and I come out and I tap in Uber and I see 10-minute wait, black cab. So I'm just like, I've become so used to
if my shoes
having
could
things
talk,
like
bro,
this.
if my shoes could talk, they'd love me. They don't get mileage like that.
Yeah.
They don't get worn out and cross country like that.
Whereas,
they get to the vehicle. The most they get is steps in a particular venue. They don't get stretched out and walked out like that.
Whereas when man grew up in Nige, my shoe, I remember one time, this part
Wore out.
That my socks was touching the floor. Then I didn't want to tell my mum. Then she saw it and she said, "Right, why didn't you tell me?" I said, "Oh, I didn't want to." I used to try and stick things in there. Then I remember like I tried to save my little pocket money and went to a shoe man to double on the thing, and I didn't want to tell my mum because I was just thinking to myself, "Right, you give me so much, like you do so much for me." Like my mum used to anything I wanted. But I was one of them kids I didn't want to ask for anything, and I think I still suffer from the same behaviour. I don't want to ask for nothing. But my mum would always want to give me more and beyond, but all I wanted was time. Because I felt like she worked too hard. And I feel like I'm a version of that, where I work too much. But the only difference between me and her is my favourite words come after M and an O. Whereas my mum...
Say that again, come after what? M?
Yeah. N and O. No.
Okay, I'm slow. That's how you know I done poor in English.
Whereas my mum,
the alphabet.
My mum is more generous than me. Like I'll help people, but she will go too far with helping people. You know what I'm saying?
So is it easy for you to say no?
Oh, it's easy.
I struggle. I'll just long you out. Pause. I say I'll do it. You phone me, I won't answer.
Like before,
I find it difficult to say
before
like that.
I used to struggle to say no, but I think my trigger point was when she passed. I learned how to say no, because reality kicked in where I was like, right, if you put everyone before you, when things mash up, you're gonna be helpless. You know what I'm saying? The only place I could run to is probably like Gamble's yard or Marvin's yard or something like that. Then I'm like, rah.
Marvin's yard sounds like a Drake song.
Huh? And I'm not trying to be no couch surfer, so that's where man has built the no. Whereas before, like someone who would message me like, "Oh yeah, I've got this issue from Nigeria here," I'll be like, "Alright, cool. You know what? Give me a couple of days. Send them money." I know, you know what I mean. Whereas now, I'm like every man for themselves. But no one's come to save you.
I've kind of found like with me, I can't say no. I struggle with saying no because
yeah.
it's not the first thing that comes to my mind. So it's easier for me to just not be around you.
Yeah.
Because I end up giving you something like
you see
to my detriment. Do you know what I mean?
And I'd never ask you.
Yeah. And I know you won't give it back to me, and then I'll be fuming, but I won't say nothing.
You see
exactly what I'm like.
Yeah.
There you go, and you be fuming, holding it inside. You don't want to let that feeling pile up. It's not good for you.
That's why I just throw around
we won't
people.
act on it though.
Yeah,
we'll just have that feeling until we forget and we're over it. Then we can be normal again.
Because you forget, it's like it's a problem.
Stay away from it until I'm
yeah.
over it. But then I won't even remember why I don't like you no more.
Yeah.
But
That's
you
how I
see
do
the
it.
thing
Just don't remind me. Don't do it again.
You see the issue with that, yeah? Takers don't know when to stop taking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They don't know.
So I don't give that to no one.
They don't know when to stop, so they're gonna keep on pushing the button and seeing how far they can go. Like the other day,
inch and mile.
Like the other day, someone's hit me up from Nige that used to be around me and my mum when I was little. I used to help a lot of you. So like normally I'm able to help. I'm like, mate, my aunt's funeral's coming, and I'm meant to take a trip for my brother's wedding that I'd already confirmed from way before, so I've already sorted that part out. But now I'm having to last minute sort another thing right before. Then I'm having to think about stuff over here. Then injury has stopped me from working to the level I'm trying to work. So I'm saying, right, you're messaging me saying, right, how am I? On the day, you messaging me saying, how am I? I'm like, right, I can't even walk properly. Oh yeah, could you borrow me? I said, I ain't even got money for myself.
Do you know?
Because I signed my money towards, you get me? Like, so people always expecting to dive into what you saved aside to save them. No, don't do that.
You see the problem here?
Don't do
the
that.
fact you have no savings means you need saving.
There you go.
And you want me to eat up my savings to save you. Yeah. Keyword savings, have some.
So it's like, you sound bad man when you're not helping them, but I had to give a person a speech. I said, right.
See, I don't even want to have to do
I don't want to do the conversation. I just don't want to talk to you.
From young, yeah.
Let me ignore your existence and pretend you're not around anymore. Because I'll forget you. I'll forget.
You know, we're adults. When I was like in the pram, fast forward now, we're both adults.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
I've seen you lot do up enjoyment, do up all of this. I've done up enjoyment.
I wouldn't bother.
I'm not even gonna.
I would have changed my number.
I'm not even gonna. You know what I mean? Act like. But the problem is this: every time I change number, my cousins are, yeah, this is number.
I would have given my number to the cousins.
My cousin wanted my number.
Don't worry. I got a 40th plan. Don't worry. What's up? All my numbers are class.
Yeah, bro. Because do you know what? Like, removing access is the best way to stop problems even getting to me.
Like,
100%.
Like before, I used to think to myself, right, why do people like?
Call you back, T. I'm filming.
Why do people like?
Call you back. I'm filming.
Like, what's his name? Sharon and Stormzy and that don't have social at certain points, and Sharon ain't got a phone. But I get it now because they must get.
No, do you know what? It's different. Yeah. It's different because they don't need anything from anyone. They don't. Yeah. They're completely self-sufficient. Yeah. When you have money.
I'm saying they must get people constantly.
Yeah, asking for things. Yeah.
Where it becomes not normal. Where
should they remove the access? Huh? Haven't they removed the access?
They totally removed
the access. But I'm saying
it's beyond normal.
When you don't have, or like when you're still conducting business and still involved, you can't. If you remove yourself from the system and stop speaking to people, you lose money. So let's say you just went ghost now, you lose bare money. 100. Same with Chiso, you lose bare money.
What I laugh at.
So you can't yet.
Yeah, that's where.
But if you're Stormzy and you don't you got millions upon millions, you don't need. You do your own shit. You don't have to speak to people.
So there's a blog page I follow, Insta Blog Niger and Niger Nation, and they're always laughing at UK people. They say, UK Nigerians always complaining about how hard it is over there, and it's always the freshies always complaining, and I'm always laughing because back home, the same people who are now complaining are the ones who used to think that things was better for people over here. So I was trying to explain to one of my cousins one time. I said to him, I said to him, it is, but it ain't. Where it is because you've got the capability to make way more money than you're gonna make back home.
Yeah.
But your expenses.
But your expenses and your social is totally sacrificed.
But
whereas
you could starve there.
Yeah. Whereas
you get what I mean? You can't starve there.
Whereas my cousin now, on the other hand, might be complaining sometimes about he needs money for this. But I said to him, right,
here or
over there. But I said to him, when I'm looking at your WhatsApp story, it's like, at the end of the day,
enjoy.
When you don't finish,
cheers.
They're all chilling outside, bare drinks, chatting. They're playing pool, playing table tennis. Whereas us man here, by the time it's like now like 6:30 or 7, when we finished, we've come back in, and it's just. Britain got voted the second most miserable place in the world. And I had to laugh because I know why. Because you come back in and then you're all miserable, then you just want to sleep. Or the rest of us are gym rats, we just firm it even when we're tired and go gym. Whereas over there, because you've still got some sort of
quality of life,
you've got community. So like, even though you might be going through crap, that sense of community keeps the spirit up. So Nigeria was ranked as 5th or 6th of one of the best places and I was like, I get, because when I was little, like I said, like my mum might be working like mad hours, but my neighbour's mum like would always look after me. So like all these other people who are always like, could you I'm in my head thinking, right, I want to help you, but I still need to help myself. But even though I'm going away soon, I'm like, I ain't dropped my neighbour's mum peas in time. So the bulk of the money I'm giving to anyone is going to her before anyone else, because my best memories as a child was due to my neighbour's mum. I'll be chilling now, she'll be like, do you want to go water park with my kids?
This is
like,
Nigeria.
Yeah.
So why does the group economics disappear when you get over here?
Then she'll be like, let's go.
That doesn't make sense.
After I come home and I'll be like, mum, thingy's mum took me here, da-da-da. Like, I remember one time I've gone Nige now, and I must have had in that bag, he's in the duffel, because I'd gone strip club the night before, then I was going to go again. Then I thought to myself, you can't help your cousin, you want to go strip club. Then I thought to myself, I can't do this again. So I've gone, taking out peas, like bare bundles. And I just say, rah, auntie, thank you so much. And she's like, for what? I said, mate, like, you don't understand. My best memories as a child, like, it all comes because of you. Like, a lot of my fun times come from you, where you've taken me as one of your children when you could just be like, nah, that's not my child. You get what I'm saying? Like, I used to come back from school now, and their back doors open in the house, and I'll literally be walking in and out my house and their house like I lived in their house. Bro, I could go to their yard, open their fridge, pour a juice, grab a food, and sit down like it was my house. But that's the kind of love their mum.
But why does that disappear though? Like, what I'm trying to say is,
it's culture.
It's the group. There's more group economics there.
It's culture
than here, and like
culture.
The floor of like quality of life is definitely higher here than it is there.
It's culture.
So
even by quality of life. Huh?
So quality of life. So let's say, for example, like
we've got more.
On one of the previous episodes, Gabe was mentioning about the corner shop or the off license, and how the way that business model works for other communities and stuff is like the Asian guys, for example, who they might come into this country from wherever they're from, and then they get the freehold, and then they just start bringing people over. My thing is, why
your cousin works in your shop?
Yeah.
Does a 12-hour
So why doesn't that happen? Why does everyone come here and want to be the boss? Why does everyone want to be here and do it off their own back and be the big man? Like, I don't get that.
It's not culture here. You get what I'm saying? And also, perfect example, like where my business is a strong Asian community. So they all do group economics, buy a house in the same area, move to the same area. So it's easier to.
It's easier. And like,
also when in the councils and there, it's people you know. You get what I'm saying? It's easier to maneuver. Whereas,
is it difficult to get your indefinite leave to?
Yeah, it is.
It's difficult.
It is.
Okay, so because I'm trying to understand, is that the same for? Not every country, because there's different rules. But let's take Nigeria and let's take like Pakistan, for example.
There's different rules for every country.
It's different rules. Okay, because I'm trying to understand. Has surely
breakdown, right?
Yeah, like surely if you if four of you came over for pure example,
they rank different countries differently as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's possible.
It's possible, but it's hard. It's super hard.
But is it more difficult to do that than to stay in Nigeria? Would you say? Because I'm thinking.
You see, the thing is here in Nigeria, if you're in a privileged family, it's better living there than here.
There than here.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, because
that's what I said. I was asking about what do you mean by quality of life?
You get way more for your money.
I was talking about the average person. The average person,
so
quality of life. Let's say if I was, I feel like we got it pretty good here, man.
But what makes your life quality?
If you was doing a work from home job,
yeah.
Let's say like, what's the national average over here? If you was doing a work from home job,
I don't know.
If you was doing a work from home job, that paid you the national average of over here.
Oh, what, the minimum wage?
Yeah.
I don't know, let's say 25k, 21, 25.
Cool. If you was doing a 25k job that you could do work from home online, yeah, and now you live in Nigeria, but you only have to come to the office once a year here. Bro, you're living a good life.
Yeah, I understand that.
The economy don't work like that
no.
to
you know what I'm saying?
Job.
No, what I'm saying, as long as you got internet, Wi-Fi over there, because you're in the same time scale. The only difference is during the summer they're 1 hour ahead. So if you're living over there and you was getting paid like 25 to 40 bags, British pounds a year, but you live over there, bro, you're living well.
You have to find a job here and then go there. Because that's when people.
But you be living well.
You be living better. It's
like during COVID, there was people I know
the
who did
arbitrage
that,
of it,
where they was out there for like a year. because they could stay out there and work from home.
Yeah.
So during that year, they stacked peak because they was back home, better apartment. You're paying, let's say,
there's ways that you can finesse it, and I appreciate
better
that.
apartment and spend like maybe like 2-3 grand on rent for a whole year, like as a lump.
Yeah.
To get a premium apartment, because apartments ain't as expensive as here. You get what I'm saying? So they was getting a premium apartment, paying a bit more. Like some of them had drivers. You get me? They was living the good life just due to the way the economy is. But like the people who be asking me to help them, I'm like, rah, if I'm able to level up now properly to what I need to be, you're never gonna have no money worries.
See, I get that, but do you not feel like you're trying to do superhero as well?
No, not even. But the problem is, for years, let's say like I was giving my mom money, she giving her money. It was just going like, I lose, she lose, you lose. You get what I'm saying? But now, if I get to a point where things are proper, I could go home, set up a business, and say, right, you know what? They're making.
But that's still superhero because you're trying to do it by yourself.
But this time, you don't work there, you don't make your money. If the business crumbles, that's your. Like, I'd rather give you the tools to fish than be constantly just putting money in your pocket.
I can take you to walk, but I can't make you drink.
Yeah. So
someone just want you to feed them.
Yeah. So now, if I've given you the tools to fish, and you
true.
Yeah. If I'm giving you the tools to fish, and now you could constantly fish for yourself. Anything that goes wrong, it's on you. Now you can't be phoning me and asking me, bro.
They shouldn't phone you.
I don't want nothing from the business.
I think that more often than not.
I don't want nothing from the business.
Work.
Huh?
I don't. Maybe it's the pessimist in me, but I think if you couldn't even get stuff together, some people who are a little lift up can help them, but if you can't even help yourself,
you got to show initiative, innit?
Yeah,
like, I don't want to help you if you're not helping yourself.
Because now I'm taking on a burden.
Yeah,
now I'm forever
exactly.
gonna have to keep assisting you.
Exactly.
Like, do you know what I mean? So you got to get stuff moving yourself. Like, do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Instead of just like, me to come and say, because now it's just like some people might make it work, but I just don't feel majority would. Because if you could, or if you would make something work in your own life to not need the assistance. Because like you find it difficult to ask for stuff, so do I. Like, I take pride in like being a man who does stuff for myself without having to depend on anyone. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that hard work and working towards something and achieving it, like it builds something in you, like an integrity and a self-confidence and like, do you know what I mean? If you ain't never experienced that, like, do you get what I mean?